Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Clustaar and I'm here to talk to you about sessions. Sessions are one of the functionalities that make the Clustaar platform great. This function allows you to build complex chatbots that will bring real value to your company. A session is limited in time and is usually defined by a story. You can also extend the session if you jump from one story to another through steps. During a session, the chatbot is able to remember information, whether it's contained in an entity or if you set it yourself. If you want more information about entities, please check out the video about entities that I made, and you will find the link in the description of this video. So, set session is an action your chatbot can take. So if you see here, for example, we have a little survey, and I'm going to use it to show you how to set sessions and how to remember information in the conversations. So if the chatbot, we arrive and says, okay, where do you live? It's going to put two options, France or UK. And if the person says France, then we're going to use the action set session that is here. And here you will see set session. You put resident because you're going to want a name that you can use again, for example, in a webhook or later on in an entity. So session value France because the person said, I live in France. If the person says I live in France and that goes through this step, the chatbot will remember that the person lives in France. So if you try here, so I type in survey, where do you live? If I say France, okay, I understood that you lived in France. And if I say UK, I understood that you lived in the UK because we put here the action set session, again, residence, the UK. And to use this information, in the next step, we said, I understood that you lived in session dot, and then you put here the parameter that you need. So session dot residence. You can also use it, for example, to remember the message of the user in the conversation. So, for example, if I ask, what do you like about it? And I want to be able to remember everything that the person says, not just a definite value. So, you put here, so, like, the content of the session is @message, which is the last message of the user. So, if I do this, you see reset conversation, survey, where do you live? I live in France. And what do you like about it? I like the cheese, of course. Okay, here is what you like about it, the cheese. So you see that if you put @message here in the next step, it's going to be able to remember session.like, the content of the message that you sent. I hope this was clear because sessions is a very advanced usage of the Clustaar platform. You can use sessions to set special session variables if you want, for example, to send some information to your customer service via email, or maybe send it to a web service through a webhook. You can, for example, use it to remember if a user passed through one step or another. If you put on, for example, a quiz, so you could say the response to the first question was right, the response to the second question was wrong, etc. Or you can use it to save messages from the user along the conversation, as I said. I hope this was useful. Thank you for watching this video, and of course don't hesitate to contact us if there is something that you didn't understand or if you need help building your chatbot. Thank you very much.